Hey guys, my name is Brandon McDowell, aka McNasty. I drive the Enjuku Racing 350Z right behind me.
Are you any good at it?
Some would say I'm decent at drifting. Someone call me nasty. Mackers, aka McDonough. Yeah, so we're coming off of Klutch Kickers round 2. Unfortunately, didn't go to plan for us. In practice, we started seeing that third gear was popping out. Yeah, it kept popping out. It was definitely very frustrating. Oh, we broke some stuff for sure. We did make it past the 64. Past the 32 battle and into the 16 against Taylor Hull, Formula D driver.
And Taylor Hull put it on a show for the crowd live and on the live stream.
We knew we had to send it all the way. We tried, and it was a very close battle. He started a little bit quicker than us, and took us out there.
Oh boy. See minor inches here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a side-by-side as we see Brandon McDowell. Taylor Hull right alongside him, doing a great job. Trying to get alongside him.
It was definitely a sick battle. I really enjoyed it. I think it was just a few line issues I had that the judges may have picked up on that gave him the overall win. So I'm really looking forward to round 3 Klutch Kickers to try to hopefully get some redemption. Hurt coming on the team has been awesome. It's been awesome having him come in and kind of experience this fiasco that is competition drifting. You know, it's been fun so far. He's been learning. We've been making the car better for him, and I think he's gonna start hurting some hearts soon. Yeah, we got US Drift round 2 coming up. We took the win at round 1 at OSW, one of my most comfortable tracks. Round 2 is going to be at Sebring International Raceway. I've never driven there. I'm really excited to. It's a very prestigious track, so I'm definitely excited about that. We have a few changes going down with the gearbox issues we had at round 2 at Klutch Kickers. We're going to go ahead and pull that out. We're going to change some ratios up that were never ideal on the car. Also changed our main shift shaft into a stronger setup from RTS, which is on its way now. Once that's done, we'll do a new clutch. So we run the 7.25 triple rigid setup from Competition Clutch. We typically get 6 or 10 events of abuse before checking them over. With this setup, we've been running it for 3 years with no complaints, so really happy with that. Kind of like when you get over 5 races on the same clutch, at least with us, we want to at least take the gearbox out and take a look at it. You can measure the thickness of the disc, and there's a margin of error there that if it's below, then usually it's time to change them. Yeah, it's literally like we're just throwing drag cars sideways now is basically what drifting has come down to. So yeah, with a giant 295 on there, it's like it's gonna break. It's just at the point of when and how fast you're able to fix it. Yeah. The transmission comes in and out very easily. The car was kind of built around it. We did a custom trans tunnel, so it really makes the serviceability of the car pretty easy on us. So it's always a good thing. After that, we'll do a couple spring changes. We'll do some different spring rates as far as on the BC coilovers we have, and just overall little odds and ends to try to pick up an edge here and there in competition. And going into US Drift round 2, I think we're gonna do very well. I think we're gonna pull that W. Yeah, so we're just back from Sebring International Raceway out in South Florida from US Drift round 2. Is all sin for sure first, and then once the wind started picking up, it cooled down. You can feel the storm coming.
Have good points. We're getting to go. Yeah, advantage at least in the qualifying runs before this storm. We're looking and tracking it. It looks like we're about 30-something minutes out from seeing if there's going to be precipitation.
It actually held off for the qualifying session, and the rain didn't actually start until we were due to run battles. Seriously, like sitting on the line, you could just see it was getting dark, like the night was coming, and it was not night yet. It was just the storm clouds moving in. Yeah, that tent break-in was something else, that's for sure. First battle was Brad St. Germain and C6 Vet. I believe it was his first event in that car. I think he was having some problems. We led first because we qualified second, qualified very well. So going into the follow, I played it pretty safe because I thought he was going to make a mistake on entry. He ended up doing that, and I passed him. Took that one fairly smoothly. The 8 from there, which was against Doug, I believe, in an M3 LS swap. We led again since we qualified high. Lead 1 was solid. He was able to catch us in the middle of the track, but I was able to pull him at the end. On the follow for that battle, we entered pretty close. My spotter told me that he was on us, so I wanted to put some pressure right on the start. And entered fast. He slowed up pretty quickly, and my tire went into his door, and he ended up pulling off track after that. I think the judges made the call that he slowed up too much, or was on the brakes, or whatever it was, and they gave us the win after that. Sucks to win them like that, but it is what it is, you know. Got to adhere to what the judges want and what they saw. So we moved on to the 4 from there, the final 4, which ended up being my favorite battle of the night by far, with Lee from Monster Performance. We ended up leading him first again, and he was applying pressure pretty much off the start, which I expected. We were able to pull him a little bit through the middle, and overall, it was a clean run by both of us. Spotter came on the radio and told us that he was there and not to give him an inch. So got into the follow. Wasn't giving him an inch down the run up, and our initiation, we were probably about a foot away, all the way up to the end of the outer zone 1, and we ended up contacting his wheel with our front left wheel. Mangled the wheel, but we're still both able to stay into drift, and on the transition got up right next to him, and it was definitely some of the closest chase driving I've done, and we're able to stick with him the rest of the course, even with some damage on the front. When we hit Lee with our leading wheel, luckily we were able to finish the battle. It still somehow held air. That square wheel is like ridiculous. We pretty much turned it square at that point. But yeah, it was all mangled. Luckily didn't take any of the suspension components out. We didn't have to call 5 since we won the battle. We just got a little bit of time in between the final 4 and the final to change the wheel and look over everything before we got into the finals. We actually ended up going against a nitrous G35. I believe his name is Adam. It's quicker than I expected. I'm not sure how much power he makes, but it was definitely a big difference in power levels from our cars. He caught me in the middle of the track and was on my door up through to the judge's turn to touch and go there, and then I pulled him a little bit after that. So I knew I had to apply pressure in the follow. Same as I did in the Final Four battle, I entered right on his door on the initiation and stayed back a little bit more compared to what Lee was, but I was there right just a few feet away for basically the entire battle. He was definitely on the line, and it was still quick. Like, I don't know how much nitrous he was firing into that little VQ, but he was on the line and he was making smoke. So I wasn't surprised to see him in the final, that's for sure. He was definitely one of the better ones driving. Yeah, called us up, had a decision, and gave it to me. Popped some champagne. It was pretty awesome. Pretty stoked about it. That's, like I said, it's back-to-back wins in this series, which gives me incredible confidence in the car. We're looking forward to Klutch Kickers round 3. It's coming up very soon. We don't have too many things to do to the car. We have a few alignment changes, and we are going to be on a new tire this weekend. I'm not going to say what just yet, but we're excited for it, and we do think it's going to be the edge that we need to hopefully take the W home on that one. We'll see. There's a lot of good drivers there. It's going to be an intense weekend. Let's just hope the rain stays off, because it's been 2 for 2 so far.
My name is Brandon. I'm 18 years old.